Welcome to episode 98 of Midweek News for October 24th, 2024. Let's get into it. First up, the WordPress drama continues. The battle between WordPress CEO Matt Mullenweg and WP Engine continues to heat up. Not only have there been lawsuits filed on both sides, but Mullenweg has directed the creation of a fork of Advanced Custom Fields, known as ACF, into a new plugin called Secure Custom Fields. Only time will tell how this will play out, and we all know how slowly the court system moves here in the US. Stay tuned for more information. Minetest will now be known as Luanti. Formerly seen as a clone of sorts of Minecraft, Minetest has a new name as it starts to move in a new direction. This follows the recent news that the game for Luanti, formerly known as Mineclone 2, changed its name to Voxel Libre. Things look to be getting interesting on this cross-platform game engine. Open source network analyzers. This article is a great primer on the different network analyzers available for Linux and other platforms. You will, of course, find Wireshark at the top of the list, along with some less known options like JustSniffer and SniffGlue. It's worth a look if you deal with the lower levels of a network or need some new tools for analysis and troubleshooting. Where does Yum install files? This article highlights some of the questions newer users of Red Hat-derived systems may have about software installation. If you find yourself managing a Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora, or other Yum-based distribution, this article is worth a read. Windows 10 gets a new About section. Your ears are not playing tricks on you. With less than a year left of mainstream support, Microsoft has decided to roll out a new About section for Windows 10 machines. This new edition brings with it some enhanced information about the PC specs. From the screenshots, it further muddies the waters when it comes to interface consistency on the Windows 10 platform, although that has been all downhill since Windows 7. Clonezilla Live 3.2 is now powered by the Linux 6.11 kernel. Besides the enhanced features brought by the 6.11 kernel, this release also removes some functionality. The Riser 4 Progs package has been removed, marking the end of support for the Riser file system. The Wireless Tools package has also been removed since it is not in the package repositories any longer. There have also been minor changes in the reboot process to prevent root over NFS from hanging. If you're a regular Clonezilla user, grab a copy of the new ISO image today. VirtualBox 7.1.4 has been released. It adds initial support for the Linux 6.12 kernel, automatic upgrades for the Linux guest editions on ARM systems, and a slew of bug fixes, all in the 3 weeks since the 7.1.2 release. If you're a VirtualBox user, check it out. Linux 25.04 news. Hot on the heels of the 24.10 release, we have news that the 25.04 development release has a name and will be known as Plucky Puffin. Few other details have emerged at the moment, and you shouldn't expect too many new features to make it into the development versions until late 2024 or early 2025. Still, it's nice to know that progress is in fact happening. LibreSSL 4.0 debuts with security enhancements and bug fixes. Portable changes, bug fixes, and internal cleanups make this new version feel fresh. This is also the first stable release in the 4.0 branch. LibreSSL is the default TLS provider for OpenBSD, Dragonfly BSD, and OpenSSH on Windows. Notable for Windows users is that date compatibility has been extended beyond 2038, enhancing long-term usability. Amazon introduces the first color e-ink Kindle. The Kindle ColorSoft brings full color e-ink display to its Kindle line of e-readers. Costing $279 US, it will be available starting on October 30th. This might make a great holiday gift for the reader in your family. Nginx Proxy Manager 2.12 gets an API overhaul. Due to the number of changes, it is recommended you back up your entire instance before upgrading. Two critical vulnerabilities have been patched, CVE 2024-46256 and 257. The new version also comes with support for a few new DNS providers. Refer to the changelog for more information on the new version. Hashicorp unveils Terraform 2.0. If you recall, a while back there was some drama concerning Terraform and Hashicorp, which led to a fork called OpenTofu. The release of Terraform 2.0 is happening in the shadows of Hashicorp being absorbed into IBM. It will be interesting to see if the Terraform and OpenTofu projects will come back together at some point in the future. Very interesting news and something I will follow up on as information comes to light. Valve makes big improvement for native Linux games in the recent Steam beta. You can now select which Steam runtime to use for native Linux titles. It will default to Steam for Linux Runtime 1.0 instead of the legacy runtime environment. It's great to see Valve continuing to support Linux beyond what they do for their Steam Deck handheld. And finally, we have Pi Apps, an unofficial app store for the Raspberry Pi. It's always great to see new enhancements becoming available for Raspberry Pi. Pi Apps offers a curated collection of over 200 applications. It's also worth noting, for Raspberry Pi 4 and 5 owners, you will want to consider upgrading to the latest firmware, which adds a boot menu feature so you can select the boot device much like you would on a PC. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of episode 98 of Midweek News. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.